Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to Untitled Goose Game, featuring Daka and me as your commentators for today,
Hello.
and and Tasselfoot versus Riekelt. Both of them excellent runners, currently holding the second and 11th place in the 80% Glitchless category. So it's bound to be close, or at least that's my hope.
Yeah, well, Tasselfoot is definitely the world record holder also in every other category, except for
Oh,
this one, I believe.
well,
And any percent
he
itself.
plays the most categories out of them all. So there are also the category extensions. Like
Yeah.
most of the other players didn't even touch them yet.
And
So there's that.
Riekelt is also a jack of all trades. Both of them actually run multiple categories in this game, so he should be in for a good race.
All right.
Looks like both of our runners are ready here, so let's do
All
a
right.
countdown. And let's see if they're off here.
Ready, your honks?
Did they start or?
It doesn't look like that on my on my screen.
Okay, yeah, there they go. There they are.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Alright, and basically, the first trick of this run is basically just clipping through this starting gate here. Let's see if both runners are able to get it or if either of them are or not. And yeah, Tasselfoot gets a nice clean clip as Riekelt gets a decent one as well.
Yeah, the important part here, even though it's 80% glitchless, clipping through this fence doesn't count as a glitch because it's essentially just stretching your neck to elevate yourself high enough to just get through it. And in this case, if you were needed a prop for it, like for example the shoe, it would actually count as a glitch. But in this case, and another case that's coming up later on, this is not a glitch.
Yeah, it's a common theme that you're actually going to be seeing in a lot of speedruns, actually, is that they're more of an exploit than a glitch. It's just basically using a game mechanic in an unintended way without actually abusing anything outside of just like the regular body of the goose, which is why we allow certain things like that in this category. And it looks like Tassel having a little bit of trouble with the rake, yeah.
Oh dear, Willie saw him taking the rake, so Riekelt is taking the lead now. And let's say together, rake in the lake.
Yeah, rake in the lake, there it is. And that's what, yeah, both of them here are going to be on pretty equal pace getting out of the front garden, so even with a little mishap with the rake, it looks like Tassel's still going to be on even footing. They both had around the same starting position or gardener as well. The gardener has, I think it's like 12 different starting positions, so he can really be anywhere, and you really want him to start either in the sprinkler or very close to opening the gate. And both runners are able to get over him there with his trowel, which is very important. They're going to need to bring this item all the way with them here to the next section, which is called High Street, because part of the section is making an NPC buy back one of their own items from the shopkeeper here. But first, of course, we need to terrorize the little boy.
And there's actually another item you could make someone buy back, like the little boy who's called Timmy. You could actually buy back his plane that you saw on the bench there, but it's actually slower to do that. And it looks like neither of them got the chance to destroy the broom. So both of them.
Riekelt actually did get to destroy the broom.
Oh, he did.
Yes, he did. So he'll have a little, and he actually has a little bit of a lead over Tassel as well, because Tassel actually honked too many times and stopped the boy from locking himself in the phone booth. So he had to go back and honk an extra time to do that. So Riekelt here should have at least a couple seconds lead. I'd say probably about 10 to.
Yeah, Tassel will lose another few seconds because if you break the broom last, the lady will just stand there for a few seconds while switching over to the last task. and that just costs a lot of time, like compared to destroying the broom earlier.
And sometimes her picking up that broom handle can really lead to a huge, messy situation. She can trip all over it and just cost you seconds just by being an incapable NPC, basically. Both runners, though, able to lock her in the garage quite easily, and we'll be moving on to, honestly, this is where the run really starts to matter.
Yeah, right. This next section is called the back garden. Basically, there are two NPCs there. One we call Roger, which is the guy you can see on Riekelt's side. He's reading his newspaper or sipping his tea, and his other main task is essentially throwing every item over the fence that doesn't belong to him. So you will see us abusing that, hiding the newspaper, so we get onto like the teacup cycle earlier than before, and Riekelt managing to steal the pipe for another task later on. Well, keeping the other NPC, which is called Tina, in the upper area because we need her to set up the bus with all the items we've just stolen: the hat, pipe, and the goggles that were just thrown over.
Yeah, and this is actually very good by both runners keeping Tina up towards the top of the map here, because all the NPCs basically work on a priority-based, a priority-based system, to whereas if she sees that her gate is knocked down, no matter what else is happening in the game, she will always try to repair that gate. So you want to make sure to keep Tina up here near the bus so she can get it dressed. And it looks like Riekelt is making all the cycles he needs to as he gets the man to spit out his tea.
Very well done.
Hide this fake goose and get dressed with his bow here very shortly.
Oh, Tassel doing a nice backup here because Tina was about to leave on the backside of the bathtub, even though the bell has been rung, and he lured her over with like part of the shelf. Very well done. Gives him another opportunity to lure Tina over to the open fence.
Yeah, Riekelt doing a little bit of honking down there to keep Tina down to the bottom side of the map here, as he's going to wait for the teacup cycle, because we have to make this man here go barefoot. And we want to keep Tina down towards the bottom, so she does not see Roger, which is this NPC, is what we call him, throws his face over and breaks it, because if she sees it, she gets very upset and has to have a conversation. So what we do is manipulate her, keep her down here with her gate, and clipping this, which also actually helps us save time as well, because the final task is clipping this rose. So Roger's going to come down here and remove his sign.
Oh, Tina realizing the base is gone.
Oh no.
So Riekelt has to honk over here, and yeah, that's basically what he has to do in order to get Tina back to the fence and clipping the rose, which gives Tasselfoot the edge overall, because he didn't have to do that.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. As you can see, Tina is still just in shambles over her vase, and she's actually still gonna go up there to do it. I think.
Oh, that's really
might be a little bit screwy. Riekelt was on really good pace here too for this split, but Tassel's gonna take a big lead now.
Yeah, you could see the issue there. Tina was actually standing on top of the shears, so she couldn't grab them, and was stuck in her like almost praying pose, and that did cost a lot of time. But maybe Riekelt can make it up in the top area, which Tasselfoot is actually moving into, which is also, at least on some parts, a little bit cycle based.
Yeah, I'd say the pub is probably one of the more cycle based and RNG based sections, whereas the back gardens is very RNG as well as execution.
Yeah, you have more means to manipulate the NPCs in the back garden rather than in the pub, because the old man that you have here, he's running on a pretty strict cycle. He's gonna throw the darts, and once he's done with that, he's gonna pick up the harmonica and try to sit down, which you need to, as you can see on Tasselfoot's side, you need to make him fall on his bum. And the other task you need to do is make him break the dartboard by honking at the right moment.
And both runners do actually miss that first cycle of the old man, so no one will be gaining any time there over one another. So they're both going to have to hopefully be fast enough with bringing this pint glass all the way down here. Oh, Tassel's getting stuck by Roger. So there's no
Tassel
way
getting kicked out of the pub and sneaking back in. Meanwhile, Riekelt just on his way back from dropping his pint.
And it looks like Riekelt's going to get lucky and not even have to deal with Roger at all, so he should make this cycle without any issues here. Yep, and Roger just in...
oh, dear Tassel, gonna have a little bit issues staying in the pub. And now
yeah,
he's actually getting towards the faucets and turning it on, which is...
And now our runners are technically neck and neck, because this sink takes 20 seconds to fill up, and they hit that switch within a second of each other. So right now, it's basically just going to be whoever can manipulate this NPC the best who's going to have the better exit here.
Neither of them did the dartboard yet, though, right?
No, they both did.
Huh.
Well, at least
I must have missed that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, both are on the last task, so
yeah.
Well done for both of them. But it's pretty much a neck and neck race already.
Neck. It's literally neck and neck. They're both at the same exact hedge, running at the same exact pace, luring Roger. This is a bit ridiculous here.
This is what we want to see.
Yeah, this. I'm not even sure if the streams are a different feed at this point anymore. They're literally doing the exact same motions.
Tassel having
a little bit of trouble getting Roger through the door there. Oh, then here he comes. Okay. And now this is the last task of this section. You have to knock a bucket on the burly man's head. We name the NPCs ourselves as just, a little bit of community fun. And but he is basically just known as the burly man, as you'll see here in a second. And now basically the runners have a little bit of leeway where they can take their time to get behind him and try to sneak past him, as you'll see here. There's really not much you can do to speed this up because you have to wait for him to open this dumpster, and hopefully you don't get stuck.
So I just measured it. Tasselfoot is like 5 seconds behind Riekelt, so anything goes on the bell return.
Anything goes, literally. Riekelt with a nice entrance there over the head. Just Tassel is struggling just a little bit, and there he goes right over it. And this is like the only mashing section of the game, and honestly, you don't even have to mash. I don't even think mashing faster really does too much for you here. So as both of them are bringing down the tower, and you're going to grab this bell, and then basically we're going to prepare for 2 minutes of this.
Riekelt on go mode, Tasselfoot shortly after. So let's see how the RNG in pub works out. Or where are all the NPCs? Because there's a fast way to get out of the pub, but if you don't get this, you might be in a lot of trouble because everyone is coming after. Yeah, this looks like the safest road for Riekelt.
He's gonna play it safe. As Tassel's just gonna book it right past him.
Oh dear, this is already neck and neck again.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nice there by Tassel to get through the bouncer. That was incredibly nice. Very well timed to get around that plant too. And again, like you said, neck and neck. Let's see where Tina is for both of the runners. I love how the vase is also just magically fixed on Tasselfoot's screen here. Yeah, both runners with a very nice Tina, and Roger is at the top of the screen where you want him for both of them, so they should have both an easy exit here.
Oh, Riekelt having a little bit of bad Roger placement here.
Just...
So this could actually be the decider here, unless Tasselfoot is losing the bell somewhere in High Street. This could be it.
Yeah, Riekelt NPCs there in the back garden is what we call that area. Just they were not cooperating with him. Roger even seeing the flower minutes later after Tina cut it. And Tassel's going to have, he should be fine with the sign. Yeah, very good. And this is actually a problem here because you do not want the shopkeeper to have the broom in her hand on Rieket's screen. It makes it a little bit more tricky. but both runners are going to get through that section with ease. But it does look like Tasselfoot will be the winner here in a second, unless something tragic happens here. And very nice maneuvering there.
This looks like a safe, well, not safe, but this looks like a win for Tasselfoot in this case, and both having a really, really good time. This could actually be a PB for Riekelt.
Yeah, I think this actually will. This will be a PB for Riekelt.
Yeah, his PB is like 40 minutes and 31 seconds, so
yeah,
this is easily a PB.
He's about to bot me, so I'm actually kind of upset, but good for him.
And then we have Tasselfoot with a 1352.
The 1352.
$14.04 by Riekelt. Well done, both of you.
Very close race. Literally, that could have been decided by anything. Literally anything there could have changed the course of that one. That was really close.
Oh my lord. If the second and possibly the third match is gonna end the same way, that's all I wanted.
Yeah, they were literally, I mean, pixel for pixel at some points, it felt like. Alright, looks like we'll let both runners reset here. Alright, and then give the runners our countdown. After you send your message.
Yeah, I'm doing this.
Okay.
Both of them saying that they're ready, but it looks like Tasselfoot's stream is still like stuck.
Minimized, yeah. So let's see if he
maybe he's just that far behind.
Oh yeah, there might just.
I think the feed is just that far behind.
Okay, yeah. So both of them basically starting at the same time. So
yeah, there's a 1 second difference, but nothing major.
Yeah.
That works out.
So again,
Riekelt. Riekelt, thank you.
the RNG bell. He's gonna start with the gardener wet here for sure because of that. And so let's see if either runner gets better RNG at this stage. I think both of them started with the gardener pretty close to the gate last time.
Yeah, now it looks like both of them are far away.
Miles away. Yeah, miles away. And now both runners again, we're gonna see them steal his keys here, drop him by the sprinklers to get him wet. And no runner is gonna have any real advantage, probably until
Riekelt might have gotten the advantage here just because Willie dropped his keys before he could actually attach them, and therefore he had to move a little bit backwards. But it's a minor difference. You barely will notice this. As you can see right now, they're already neck and neck again. Oh, not quite, because Riekelt is like
it's bouncing
2
around
seconds.
a little bit there.
The feed is 2 seconds ahead.
Okay,
both of them
the rake in, yeah, right around the same time that he puts his sun hat on, which is actually more important than you would think because it actually keeps him up closest to his next task. So you kind of want to do those at the same time.
And both of them opting for different ways to mess up the garden. And
the reason to mess up the garden is to hopefully manipulate the NPC's positioning on the bell return at the last split of the run. Which, yeah, everybody has a different way of doing it. Honestly, I think the best bet is to replace the trowel on the High Street bench here. to try to get Rogers stuck in buying it again. Because it seems like on that second time that he's buying it, he just glitches out and can't leave.
This looks good on Riekelt's side.
Yeah.
Getting the
Looks
broom.
good on Tassel's side. Oh.
Oh, Tassel. Oh, both of
literally
them.
Both of them. Both of them.
Oh,
one
barely.
pull away.
Like, it probably was not even half a second that was
Yeah.
missing over there. Unfortunate, but at this point, neither of them got the advantage. So we're still having a neck-and-neck race.
Yeah, and it looks like Riekelt's gonna finish buying up first there, but I don't know if this is really gonna give him an advantage considering the position of the broom for Tassel. It might actually make it easier for him to manipulate the NPC onto the black tar here without grabbing her broom. Oh, he actually waits for her to grab the broom, which is probably just a minor mistake there by him. Because if you actually stand outside of her store, she'll just start chasing you right away, even before.
Yeah, right. Because she sees you, and her priority is always picking up the broom if you're near the store. Like, you can see on the ground, like there's a dark area that's essentially the store, and if she sees you there, she's gonna pick up the broom to shoo you away.
Yeah, but if you're standing right outside of it, she will still chase you, but without picking up the broom, which actually can save a couple of seconds. Tassel, unfortunately, made a minor mistake there. It's not really going to cost him much, as he still has a couple second lead here, I believe. Probably about a 5-second lead. And he's getting newspaper cycle, which is what you want. Roger can honestly...
Oh, Riekelt didn't get the newspaper cycle. Oh, that's unfortunate. One unfortunate event after the other. That's really bad. That might cost him
a little bit too early. As Tassel is making quick work of this section, keeping Tina occupied as well up at the top of the screen where he
I don't see Tina on Riekelt's side yet, so she has to be down there.
There she is. That's actually really good for him, because this means she'll remain up there at least. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, all he needs to do is honk at the right moment. Yeah, like this. And this part is saved. That's great.
Okay, a good recovery from him, and Tassel is definitely going to be making these cycles here. I don't know what Roger is doing for him, taking his sweet old time. But that'll just be... I don't know why Tina likes to go all the way around that way sometimes.
Yeah, it has to do with the positioning of, like, putting the props on the bust. If Tina is on the left side, she will most likely go on the left side of the bathtub. And that means she will not see that the bell has been rung or hear it.
Alright, yeah, both runners here now hiding this goose bust to get dressed up with their bow. And it looks like, again, both runners are relatively close in time. Tasselfoot again, I mean, even with Riekelt's few mistakes here, just keeping... Probably extended his lead a few seconds, but not too much. It's going to be anyone's game when it comes to pub. And there's
this is looking good for Tassel. He can run straight ahead and pick up the slipper. Yeah, perfect cycle for Tassel.
There. Yeah.
Riekelt didn't have the time to pull on the shelf, so he has to do that now, and looks like he has to wait a cycle.
Ooh, he made it if he didn't hesitate.
Yeah, in that case.
Oh no, and now Roger's seeing everything. He's gonna have to go to real backups now. He's gonna have to hide everything.
Yeah, that's the only thing he can do now. He's probably...
Oh, yeah, the bus broke on
the table.
On Roger's side.
Oh, he's gonna pick up both of them.
What is going on?
With a little bit of luck, Roger might forget. Oh no, the slipper.
No.
The slipper is the most important thing, because if he puts it on again, you have to have he has to have the newspaper again, because otherwise you don't get the slipper off.
Yeah, Riekelt with amazing backups and honestly really saving this back garden to begin with, and then it just fell apart right there, unfortunately. Tina somehow knows the bust is broken, even though it broke on Roger's side. Roger is just not cooperating. This is...
Well, there's nothing he can do. All he can do
Yeah,
is bump into him to
and make it
maybe make him
faster.
forget that there was something.
He sees the other broken piece of the vase now. This is,
Yeah, this is falling apart really quickly.
yeah, we're getting into... We're talking about a minute and a half of time loss here, unfortunately. As Tasselfoot is cleaning up Pub, just unfortunately not making the old man cycle there, so he will have to honk so we can knock him on his bum. As now you'll see why we have to hide the newspaper, as that makes that cycle much quicker. And he unfortunately just pulling the trigger too quickly and lost himself a couple more seconds there.
At the very least, you can take the slipper in order to make Roger go down faster, but it also means that he needs some way of getting Tina down there. Oh, she wants to talk to Roger again because
Yeah,
she
for
found the other piece of the vase. Ah,
Oh no. Oh no.
this like I haven't seen this before, but
And Tassel still making quick work of Pub, already onto filling up the sink here, as he did break the dartboard there. So making that cycle very nicely.
so
Looks like
Tasselfoot
Tasselfoot
being
is having a clean Pub here. So he's really giving no chances for recovery.
well,
And
the
Tassel fully
only
able to hide the
place
boat.
where something could fall apart for Tassel is now on the bell return. If he runs into everyone and gets the bell stolen, this can be a huge time sink. But otherwise, it's looking pretty grim for Riekelt here.
Yeah, he's just getting out of the back gardens, as you can see, as Tasselfoot is literally almost about to be out of the pub. That was just some really unlucky stuff there. Roger's gonna see the tomato and come running in. That's actually a relatively new strategy that I've seen people doing, letting Roger see you on that side. It actually speeds him up a little bit.
Yeah, because otherwise all the NPCs have walking speed, but if they see you, either with the prop or in this case, because he's the bouncer and wants to kick you out on your own, they're gonna speed up on you and try to catch up, which is probably 2.5 as times as fast.
Oh, and this is the first time we're seeing this in a race today. Looks like Tassel is getting bouncered here after opening the dumpster, which is a very unfortunate thing that can happen. Generally, you just want to sneak right past him there and just be able to get through without him noticing. But sometimes he does notice you, and he can cause a lot of time loss there.
Yeah,
Good
there's
call.
also no way to get up there again because as he's the bouncer and he has such a huge hitbox when he's chasing you, you cannot move around him. There's no way to somehow sneak past him while he's chasing you, so you just have to take that time loss.
All right, and there goes
Riekelt
the
breaking the
dartboard.
dartboard.
Yeah, as Tassel's about to be starting his bell return. Riekelt having a really clean pub, though, as well. So far, his cycles were on point. It doesn't even look like the bouncer's wife is going to even notice him up here.
I think it would actually be ahead if it wasn't for his back garden.
I think that would have actually been the case in both of these races, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, that's actually true. And now that I think about it,
Yeah, if his NPCs would have... Definitely the first race, if the NPCs would have cooperated, I believe he would have had a huge PB there.
yeah,
But Tassel making quick work of the pub again with his bell return. And some fancy footwork to get around everything. He's going to start honking to try to get Tina's attention a little bit earlier. Oh, and it looks like
She's
having an
busy.
argument, yeah. So this is a perfect situation for Tassel on this bell return. As Riekelt is just finishing up pub here, he's about to knock the bucket down.
This always scares
when
me.
they do it that, yeah, always scares me when they do it that early. Like, you can tell too, the graphic like doesn't want to go on his head, but it just barely fits.
And I've talked to Riekelt about this in the earlier stream. Like, you can do this even a tad earlier because the bucket will just magically appear on the head.
And yeah, and it looks like Tassel will be having a nice exit here, heading into the garden, see where his positioning is on the gardener. Hopefully the gardener is not right at the gate. That would be the only problem I could see. Yeah,
Even
if the
then,
gardener's
it's
not
not
right there, he's gonna be A-okay. Yeah, so he'll be able to make it out just fine without really losing any time here.
Yeah, this is also gonna be a 13, probably 50? Maybe, more, yeah, 1350. I'll stay by this.
Which is an insanely good time, because the sum of best right now, I believe, for this game is a 12:03. And I know Tassel's PB is around a 12:30, so I mean, getting anywhere in a minute of your PB in a race.
Honk honk, and this is the
incredible.
victory for Tasselfoot.
Yeah, that's a
Unbelievably.
nice for Tassel.
Especially since we all could see this could have gone both ways.
Yeah, unfortunately, this second race just nowhere near as good as the first one, but it could have definitely gone either way based on that first race. Just that back gardens, unfortunately, just really I want to see Riekelt splits to see how much time he lost there, because it's got to be upwards of 2-3 minutes. But GG pass for
Roger going down there, so he's gonna block the exit again, just like in the run before. Unfortunate, but this time he makes better work of it.
And hopefully we'll have good positioning here too for him this time.
Honk away, Riekelt. This is your moment.
Oh no.
A little bit shaky there, but it's still checked out.
Really quickly still. Looks like he just wanted to stand and say hello to the boy for a bit. You can definitely tell he's having fun with it now. Getting really good gardener positioning though, so that's good for him. Just gonna be able to walk right out.
It's always important to remember to have fun in this, even though like the back garden it was a cluster truck of the splits, but overall he looks like he still had some fun, so everything is all right.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Oh, hi Tassel
joining us. As
congratulations.
Finish up here.
Congratulations
on your victory.
Yeah, appreciate it. Not really happy with those runs, honestly, but I guess they were both 13, so not
yeah, right.
Getting a 13 is definitely a solid time in a race environment. That's about a minute or so over your PB. I think it's a very good time to be getting, especially in a race environment. And I don't think you had any serious major mistakes. It was just maybe a missed cycle here, or
it was so many little mistakes in both of the runs. I was just getting very frustrated. Anytime I spread my wings, that was my frustration.
Okay. I'm sure we'll hear from Riekelt too about that, because he was doing that probably for about a minute and a half this race in the back garden, as he just could not get the NPCs to cooperate at all with him.
Yeah, the worst moment in there was when Roger noticed the newspaper and the slipper, and Riekelt had to fall back in order to hide everything. But at the same moment, Roger threw the vase over, which split in half on Roger's side. So he tried to hide one half of the vase, which in the end backfired to him because Roger saw
threw
it
over
on the way
fence
back.
twice.
Oh boy.
They had 2 conversations about it. It was quite the interesting run. Yeah, so that's what now that we're getting basically to the end of the bracket, where does this put you now? Let me see.
I'm interested and excited to watch the VOD and hear what sort of wonderful commentary you guys provided about all of the antics that took place.
Oh, there were a crazy amount of antics on
You like if you go back to the VOD, you're probably gonna enjoy this because you for the most part since you entered the pub, it was neck and neck. Like you were literally probably not even few frames apart from each other.
Yeah, you guys are basically walking on the same frame in that first race for like a decent amount of pub and back garden.
Yeah, I saw that it was super close. I actually had a really, really good bell return. I think it was like a 320, 321 bell return, which is really, really good. So
you had an incredible honk that made the bouncer just turn around. You were able to just slip right out of pub there. I was very impressed with that. And
way too much practice.
Yeah. Very impressed with that. It was very good time, and you were able just to slip right on through there. He turned around. It was literally like butter that it worked like that. And I see that we have Riekelt joining us now.
Congrats on the PB, Reek.
Yeah, congratulations. Even though you didn't win, but you're not out just yet.
Yo, hey, the mic works.
Hey.
Yeah, congrats on the PB, Reek.
Yo, thank you. If only Tina wasn't being Tina, I literally would have golded every split.
Yeah, that would have been a 13, I think, for you. That run.
Yep. Oh well.
That,
even on the bell return, like if Roger wasn't in the way on your bell return, you could have probably gone for a 13 as well already.
Yeah,
you were that close.
You know what this means? I need to play the game more often.
Yeah, do you have any words about your back garden in that last race there?
It was a risky move that I should not have taken.
Yeah.
From the way we were seeing this, you were a little bit hesitant on taking the second slipper, which then backfired to you, and everything fell apart after that.
Yeah, I think if you would have just gunned it right for the slipper, you would have made it in time, but that literally split second of hesitation caused that to... What were you plus after that?
I have no clue how to continue, and I should have... I don't know. Yeah, I should have just waited the extra 10 seconds or how long the newspaper cycle takes. That would have been less bad.
Yeah, probably, but in the spur of the moment, you're probably not really thinking of that, or if you are, then luck is on your side. But this was a split-second decision you had to make, and you chose poorly, and that's what happened there.
But hey, that's something I will remember for next time.
Right, because you're not out just yet. Let me see. Oh, you have to wait on the match for TKR and Hippocampus, and you're playing against the winner of that match.
Okay. That match is on Monday.
Yeah, right. That's on Monday, 7 p.m. EST. So this is actually currently the only other match that has been scheduled. Even though we have 1, 2, 3 more matches, as I can see them, that could be scheduled.
Yeah, I just want to make sure Phil Trout coming for you, buddy. Ooh, yeah. Better look out, because
Better
fish
look out.
is on the menu tonight, boys.
Do you hear that, Phil?
Yeah, I'm sure he does, and I'm sure he's shaking.
Phil and I practice race each other all the time. I think we've probably raced 25 or 30 times. So a lot of experience playing with each other.
Yeah, it's nice
And
to have a
that's
great
gonna be an
race
interesting match to see once it's set up. And I hope it will be as close as the first match that happened today. 3 matches is always a good thing in my opinion, regardless of
always.
who plays.
Based on that first race, honestly, I wasn't sure who was even gonna be able to take the set. It was seeming so close, and then just, you know, one major mistake leads to the end of the run, unfortunately, sometimes. Yeah, so does anyone have any final words?
No, thank you, Speed Gaming, for being quick on your feet, getting us set up on alternate channels after little initial hiccups. But yeah, always shout outs to them for handling business and letting us honk our way through shenanigans here.
Yeah, and again, congrats, Tassel, on the win. You're moving on. And Riekelt, obviously, your journey doesn't end here, since you'll be going now into losers. And maybe I'll even see you in there. So, yeah.
Before we end, though,
awesome.
if you want to see more of the Goose Game, Monday, 7 p.m. EST, it's Hippocampus versus the Fancy Duck. Also, both of our runners here are streaming, so if you want to see more Goose, go give them a follow. Would be nice.
I will be doing more weird Goose stuff later this evening.
Oh,
Not
that's
glitchless.
Nice.
So
You have in mind
definitely
already
check
what
out-
you're gonna play? Which category?
I don't know. We've been doing so many dumb things. I might try wet percent some more. That's that was going on yesterday, and it was very weird. So probably gonna want to check that out.
Also,
yeah, well, I'm definitely
if you
interested
guys
in
want to
this
learn Untitled Goose Game, there's a Discord that you can join. I don't know the command. Yeah, it's working. If you want to learn it, join the Discord. We're more than eager to help you all out and help you terrorize the town.
I will help you get better than myself.
He really will. He's very helpful, actually. But, alright guys, thank you, and thanks for Speed Gaming for having us, and I hope you guys all enjoyed the race, and have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, take care. Thanks, guys, for watching.
Honk honk.
Alright guys, GG's, have a good night.
Good night.